So as we have understood how we can create a different REST endpoints with HTTP, put, get, delete methods, it's time now to create a small project which is an exercise which we should do as a part of the CRUD operations for the student entity. So below mention are the URIs, which is the REST endpoint which needs to be created as a part of a project, and you can have your reference project to understand how to create that is available onto the GitHub. So let me quickly show you the GitHub link. So just go to https://github.com/pbausa211/restful, and this should actually show you the entire code of how the order endpoints has been created. Same way we need to create up the student endpoints. Now, to what are the endpoints that we need to create? So first endpoint that we'll be creating is localhost 8080 slash students. So this should get all students information for us. Then we will have localhost 8080 students/1. So this should actually get information about student ID, whatever which is an ID which has been mentioned. http://localhost 8080/students, and this would be a http post method which will create the student for us. So for http post method that we are creating, we'll be sending into a JSON string like what is an ID of the student. So let's say I have the ID which is 1, and what is the name of the student. Right, and we should have one more method which is like http localhost 8080/student/1 http delete method which will delete the student mention as ID. In all of this scenario, if the student is not found associated with the ID over here or associated with the ID over here, then we should ideally throw the exception student not found with an error code of 404. Now let's create up another method which is 8080 students and student ID. This will be http put method, and this will be used to update the student information. And to update the student information, we would be sending up the same parameters that we are sending at the time of creation of the student itself. So these are the pretty much what a small project which I would like to give you as an exercise, so that you'll be able to gain the confidence of how we can create a REST endpoints with the resource CRUD operations.